Okay, just so you know, this video will be a merge of multiple short videos. And if it looks funny, like at the transitions, I'm sorry. It's like my second time doing that, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Uh, so, just wanted to show you phase one before I even start building. I just finished cleaning all the crap that was there. That was when I first only had hamster, and I had a lot of garbage. This is all the stuff that was under the table. It's all empty, like empty Carefresh bags, empty treat bags, empty wood stick chew packages, everything. So I'm not even going to attempt to look at what's up here. It's pretty VIP stuff, actually. It's really important stuff. It's just that it's a mess. But it's okay. All I have to do is slide the table. I don't actually need to clear it. So what I'm actually going to do, first phase, I'm going to actually take Mocha Latte out of this cage. And I'm actually going to put her, I don't know if you can see that, into that bin. There's two there, but I'll put her in one of them. Duh. So I'm going to put her in there so that she's not exposed to a lot of commotion. And plus it'll be easier if I don't have to trip over her or worry that she's going to escape. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the zip ties along the center of this cage. So then I'm going to take these two pieces, so they're going to be half pieces of a cage, into the hall. And this thing I'll just roll up because there's already garbage. Underneath there's a lot of padding, but they're all clean, so I'm just going to stack them all back up and put them inside. And then all the accessories I'll put in the kitchen. So that's basically done. What's going to happen is this thing, I haven't quite decided yet, but this is what I plan to do just because it's easier. I'm probably going to move this and move it to right here. Okay? So, because that's where it used to be anyway. And then this thing is going to go near and be right beside the Rubbermaid thing. So it should end about here. And then right here, this thing will just go near right here. Because it does need one corner, because I have stuff stacked along the wall. So it does need a wall, two walls. So I'm going to use this wall and then the dresser side as my second wall. And then that will free up this entire spot all the way to here on the wall, and it will come out. And what I plan to do is I plan to build the cage all the way out to here. And I'm going to actually have doors for the storage compartment, and then the cage will actually start approximately here, her actual cage. So this cage that you see here will actually start right here after I built the first two bottom levels, and it will probably end about here, and it will allow me to just reach in like I do with my hamsters, and I'm hoping that's what the end result will be like. And I just wanted to show you what I've bought, because I'm never doing that part again either. So I bought this one yesterday, and just to save time, I bought a second one. Okay, I'm not going to take it out. That one I bought today. I went out of the house around 7 o'clock just so I could, make use of all the store hours that were open earlier so that I wouldn't have to waste time waiting for people to open. And then I went and bought this. It's 1,000 zip ties, so I'm pretty certain that this will be enough because I do plan to move out in about 6 months, so I'm probably going to have to take apart either half or the whole cage in the same manner as I showed you over there, at least half. So I figure they're $3.99 for 100 zip ties. So I figure at about $4 for 100, and I need at least $2.50 to build the entire cage. It just made more sense to buy this because I might have to take it all apart, remember? Because during transport it's much easier if I take it apart at least halfway and just fold it like an accordion. So yeah. So I basically got all the supplies. The only thing I didn't get was the shower curtain because it was like $4, and frankly, I don't anticipate she's gonna make any mess because I'm just really clean, and she hasn't made any yet, and she's taken to the potty training really well. As you can see, it's been since this morning, 4 a.m., and there's not a single piece of poop inside. I have not cleaned this since this morning at 4. So aside from a couple pieces in there, there's no poop, and usually there's pee and poop here everywhere, but there isn't. So okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and move everything, and then I'll take the next part of the video to show you what happens after I've taken the cage apart and moved it, so you'll know exactly what the space will look like. Okay, so as you can see, it's a mess over there. But, I put this cage here, then I'll have my other cage here, but I don't want it in the way because I need the space to put the supplies. The light will go there. I found out that the table is just about half an inch too long, the leg, so it won't go here, but that's okay. because I'll have lots of storage space here. I'm gonna make a shelf. I'll modify it so that the wire can go behind this whole thing and from the outlet, and I'll still have my alarm clock. I actually don't use it as an alarm clock. I just use it as a clock. So as you can see, I have all this space to work with. And the reason I swapped this thing is because this cage would end right here, and then if I wanted doors, when I open it, I'm gonna have to like fall onto my bed. Whereas here I have at least over a feet to open the doorways. So okay, I will show you what happens next when I'm done the first level, the base. Okay, this is the base. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and zip tie it now. I'll show you what I do next. Okay, I don't know if you can see them, but there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So basically, I put 3 per side, and I'm doing this because according to the online tutorial that I watched, professional company was doing it. They put 3. I counted 3, and I'm not sure why. And also, originally on my first one, that's why I bought so many zip ties. I'm actually gonna redo the original cage. I originally put them right here, 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 and here, thinking that would be the strongest. But apparently, when I watched him manipulate his cage, open the doors, and all that stuff, it seemed very sturdy, much more sturdy than mine. And I noticed that he did not tie them here. He tied it one hole up. And he also did that on all of them. And then I noticed there was one center one, at least on the bottom level. I wasn't clearly able to see on the video whether the second and top level were like that, like the middle and top. But I do know that the bottom level, when they dissected the cage, I know that he put 3. So I put 3, and as you can see, I mean, it's really nice and sturdy. And it stays straight too, as you can see. So there must be a secret to it that I'm not 100% sure why. But I do also know that according to even the baggies, they usually say the strength of these things, like the weight that they can actually hold up the weight of, like when you hold up the grids. So I know that as you build higher and higher and heavier, you need to have more support on the base level. It's something to do with the structure of it to make it stable. So yeah, okay, so this is the first base, and now I'm actually going to build the wall around it. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to build everything first, and then I'm going to go back and cut where I want the doors, because I think that'll be more stable as opposed to you know, doing it now, because then there'll be a little bit of a less support while I build the upper levels. So I'm actually going to build it as if it's just a complete cage with a top on it, and then afterwards I'll go back and cut it and then put the shelvings in between the levels, level 1 and 2 on the base. So okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I am officially done. It's, look at that, it's really sturdy. Okay, so I'm now gonna do the top 6. So this will be a little bit more of a challenge. So it should take me 15 minutes to clear out the room and do this layer. So it's gonna take me probably another 10 minutes to do the second layer here. Okay, so I'll get back to you. Okay, so the base was done earlier, and then I just finished putting 3 panels there, 3 panels there, and 1 panel there. Now I am going to put 1 panel here and 1 more here, and then I am actually going to build this, I'm actually going to build the second level first, and then I'll do the door. So yeah, I'm done. I'm just going to put her base now on top and zip tie it. And take apart the original zip ties, because I didn't like the way I was doing it. So I actually like this way better. As you can see, I zip tied it twice there, skipped 2 holes, and then I did it again, and I skipped 2 holes. This gives it a lot of stability. Like, look at that, it's not even curving. So I just lifted it off the ground. So this allows it to be taken and be mobile. Because I do one day maybe want to put wheels on it, but right now that's not a possibility. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so the 2 packages of grids that I bought were all used up. So this is what 2 packages of grids will do. Exactly 2, which is 26, 13 in a package. So it will build you this. And the reason I wanted that was for that. That's the whole point of that. I'm going to put a cage back up here, but I will still have 10 pieces left. Now, if you count this, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I actually have enough to make it 2 grids high, her walls, but it will make interacting with her really hard. So I'm going to actually use the last couple to do this, but we'll see. So now I'm actually going to go on to the last phase, which is to put her original cage back up. And because it's already been a little over an hour, it's actually 12:35 now. Mocha Latte has actually been out of her cage and in a temporary holding bin. It's only, I think 1 by 2 feet, so 2 square feet, for like over an hour now. And all she's had is her bed, her igloo, and some hay. She hasn't had any water because the water thing wouldn't fit in there, obviously. It's a water fountain. I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. And the chloroplast, I'm still debating whether I want to do it or not. Because I don't care to, because I'm using potty sheets. I'm not using fleece, and I'm not using bedding like Carefresh or whatever. So there's really no point in that except for, I guess, make it easier to clip. So, and since she's potty training, that will definitely mean I don't need to, but we'll see. Let's see how long this last level takes. So right now this thing, my hip is right here. So we're talking about exactly 1 hand from wrist to finger high from the edge. So her cage will end up right about here. So I'm going to go get started. Okay, as you can see, that's the base. That's the second level. And this is the third level. And as you can see, it sags here because I haven't finished. But I'm just going to put the last 3 pieces on, and then this thing will be basically done. Then I'll put the, because it almost took me 2 hours to do this, I'm actually just going to leave it as is. I'm not going to do the chloroplast anytime soon. Because, anyway, yeah, because I'll have to change her. If I'm going to use the chloroplast, I definitely don't need the children's bed wet sheets. So that means the bed wet sheet's going to go to waste basically because it's not important. So I might as well just continue using it for this week, and that way Mocha Latte can get back to her cage faster because she's been out of her cage for a while now. So she's had no water, just hay in her bed and her igloo. So I'm eager to get her back. So I'm just going to go and put the last 3 on. I think these ones are the hardest. That's why I left it till the end. Okay, find you in a bit.